Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. Today I would like to talk about Lina Sardar Khil. Lina was 3 years old when she was reported missing on December 20th, 2021 from San Antonio, Texas. She was outside in the courtyard playing with other children. Her mom stepped away, went inside to take care of something, came back a few minutes later. Lina was nowhere to be found. After looking around, they called the police, and they still have not found her, unfortunately. As far as updates go, there really hasn't been anything. Everything I was able to find says the same thing. There's no surveillance, no children or adults in the area remember seeing anything. When I was looking into the community specifically, there's about 600 residents in the Afghan community. Less than a quarter of them are actual refugees from Afghan. The apartment complex and area over there, the communities are made specifically as safe havens. There are, refugees that are there, but also families that are there who are trying to bring their other family members over. Their community is considered very tight-knit. They all kind of keep an eye out for each other. It is normal for everybody to kind of, gather together. These kids go in and out of each other's homes, and they're all trusted within the community, within themselves. There's been no reason for any concern of these children being able to roam freely in and out of those residents. Back in 2017, a resident did say that there are some people who, do not like immigrants or Afghan Muslim residents, and there has been harassments before, knocks on doors, firearms, brought into the area to try and scare everybody out of the area, hoping that they will move. And they said that once they heard Lina was missing, that their fear was maybe this was some sort of retaliation from the people who really do not like them being there. I personally do not feel this is the case. I feel like this is a very, I guess, in a way, isolated incident. I don't think the family has anything to do with it. However, I do feel that somebody within the community, not necessarily where Lina lives, could possibly be responsible. I feel like it would have to be somebody that knows that community, specifically knows the ins and outs and how trusting they are amongst each other, keeping an eye on each other's children and whatnot. I feel like whoever this person is had to have known that Lina would trust them. And I've said this about the tree trimmers in Summer's case, that, it's very possible that a child would consider somebody safe or a friend just because, the mailman says hi, they say hi back. They see somebody talking to one of their parents and they think, okay, well, if they're talking to mommy and daddy, then it's okay for me to talk to them. Because, again, children at this age, Lina was 3 when this happened, they don't see the bad in people, they see good. So they wouldn't have any reason at that age to wonder what was the intention of the person saying hello to them. I feel like maybe there is a man and a woman involved. I possibly believe that some of them could have said, oh, you can't find your mommy? She's over here, and had Lina, trustingly go with them, thinking she was going to see her mom because she didn't see her mom around. And because I feel this way, that's why I said I feel like this has to be somebody that knows the ins and outs of this specific community. And the population is small. We've got about 600 residents, okay? So whether or not this person is part of that 600 that lives in that surrounding area, it doesn't necessarily mean that they live there. This could be somebody that frequents the area. This could be somebody that frequently visits another resident in that community. Either way, I just feel like they would have to, one, speak the language that Lina spoke and know something of her mother specifically, that they would be able to tell Lina some information that would make her trust them, that they knew who her mom was, and that's how they lured her away. The motive of why somebody would do that has been really racking my brain quite a bit. At one point, I thought maybe someone took her as a child bride. Then I quickly went to maybe it is that, someone had a beef within the community for whatever reason. We know people do horrendous things over something so stupid. So it's not out of the possibilities, but I'm thinking maybe not. I'm starting to wonder if maybe that it is a woman who cannot have a child and possibly wanted a child of her own, and whomever helped her was basically like scouting for the perfect child. Whatever that may mean. It could mean as far as somebody just not being watched 100%, like an easy target, so to speak. Or maybe there was something specific they were looking for, possibly the age, because Lina was so young, or is so young. I mean, she was 3 at the time, she's 4 now. So what I'm saying is, maybe they wanted a younger child. My hopes is that putting this out there will help keep her face and her name out there. Lina matters. Her story should be told and not forgotten about. And I'm hoping that you will like, share, comment this to put it up in the algorithm so we can get Lina's face out there and keep her relevant. There are so many children who are not getting attention, or they've had attention when they initially went missing and then nothing else afterwards. And this is unfair to all those children. Every child deserves to be found. Every child deserves the same chance as other children that are missing to be found, whether they are with us or we are looking for their remains. They still deserve to be found and, have proper burial. My hope is that, somebody will see this and share it, and it will spark a memory that they've forgotten, and they can, go to law enforcement or call 911 emergency services and just be able to give out a lead or something to tell us where Lina is. I understand nobody's seen anything, or, maybe people are just afraid to say something. I feel like with the way this all came about, that somebody has to know something. Somebody had to seen something. Children just don't evaporate into thin air. This little girl, she deserves to be home with her family. I pray that she is safe and unharmed. I hope wherever she is being treated well. And I hope that one day she will be found soon and she could be brought home to her family. Language barrier is a huge thing, so if anybody has any kind of assistance that could help with that alone, to just reach out to the family and try and talk to them to help the mother and father get out there more, by all means, please, call law enforcement, see if there's a way they can give assistance to them in communicating with the family. This baby is at a disadvantage that a lot of other missing children aren't, okay? She's considered not English speaking, and to me, that's a huge flag, because if she's with people that don't speak her language, I can't imagine how terrified she must be. But I also feel like that's why she was targeted. It's got to be somebody she knew that spoke her language that could convince her to come with them, because I feel like that communication would have to be needed. Again, please